I haven't been this, for a lack of a better word, blank, like my mind just like, huh? And so long. You know when to talk, right? I've always got something to talk about. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, we get on here to chat, and sometimes we don't always know what we're going to talk about in the actual
Right.
podcast, but we sit there and we'll talk for hours sometimes before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And today we've just been kind of staring at each
Kind
other.
of like,
So how was your day? Oh, it's
uh,
good. This happened, blah blah. Okay. How was your day? Well, this happened. Like it's just,
it's a bit bizarre.
yeah.
Um,
Like what the hell's happening?
well, you just threw a few cards, and the first two cards you threw are really, really sticking in my brain.
Okay.
Page of Pentacles and the Fool.
Yes.
Finding balance when you're starting new.
Ooh, that would fit perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So first, if you're all one, sometimes it's like we don't know what to talk about, and we'll throw a couple cards, and it's like, oh, okay, Spirit, what do you want us to talk about? And today, even that, and I went, meh, not telling me anything. So what did you just say it was again?
Finding balance when starting new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we both
There's so
are.
much new going on
Oof,
um, for each of us within TCS.
yeah,
Uh, and it can be a little difficult sometimes finding your footing um,
yeah,
when you don't want to step into that old footprint.
yes. When you feel like you're going to go backward, or I don't want to go back to that. I don't, or you just grab onto old stuff because nothing feels like it's happening.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's I would say that's probably where I'm at right now. Nothing, and I don't think anything's happening, which is probably pretty silly. You know it
Which
is.
is absolutely not true.
No.
Um, and it's interesting. Something happens, right? And we're like, oh, finally, something
Yes.
happened.
Yeah.
And that excited energy doesn't maintain itself.
No.
That doesn't mean that something stopped happening.
No.
It's just that energy can't be maintained. And I think
That
we
vibration.
forget that vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we forget that new things are happening
Yes.
because it's not in the forefront
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, and it's not hasn't translated into the 3D yet. And
Mhm.
we okay, maybe not all of we, but me. When I say we, I mean me.
Which sometimes she says we, she means me.
Yes, true. It's not happening fast enough, right? I want it right now. I'm so impatient. I want it right now. I want to see the fruits of my labor. I want to see that.
Mhm.
I want Spirit to bring me this path and just throw it right down and light it up and, give me a great coat to wear and just take off on that journey. And it just doesn't work
And
that way.
do you,
Although at the
excuse
same
me,
time, I do know what my path is.
right? But do you want that path to be like the highlight reel consistently?
Right. Yes.
Because
No.
that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want that highlight reel to keep going.
Yes. Yes. And
And
that's not sustainable. So
it's not.
so no, we don't really, I mean, when it's not happening, yes, that's what I want. But when it's happening, I need that downtime. I need the rest in between whatever it is that
Hmm.
I'm doing.
And then when that rest becomes too long.
Yes, like right now, it's like way too long. And so then I start not trusting. And then, of course, I have you and spirit to remind me that things are happening all around me. I
Mhm.
may not see it, but they're working. Like my what I'm supposed to be doing is happening all around me in spirit. It just hasn't come all the way through here yet for
Mhm.
me. And
Mhm.
how many times have I been through this? I mean, we've known each other for, oh dear God,
No, no,
I'm sure you lost count at about 1,000.
I don't know.
Right,
I don't know.
because something new. And part of that
Yeah.
is being a Gemini, always ready for something new. You know, I get bored easily and ready to move on and or okay, been there, done that. I'm even like that with vacations though. Okay, been there, done that. I'm ready to go somewhere different or do something
Mm-hmm.
new. I remember when the
Sure.
kids were small, they had friends that went to the exact same place every year.
Every year.
And it's like, dear God, do you not? I know. Yes, at some point, no.
And for those of you that are audio only, the look on my face was just sheer boredom.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm bored right now. I'm bored. I'm in a transit. Oh, I'm in a transition.
Hmm.
I've already asked for whatever it is to come. I mean, I have an idea of the path.
Hmm.
I think I do know the path and I've asked for it to come clear and to learn and all that. And things do come and I do learn, but it's as as a friend of mine always says, it's I always want the destiny, the the outcome. I don't want to enjoy the ride there, the walk there, the journey, whatever it is
Right.
those stupid words are. And I am definitely at that place now. I'm ready. I'm ready for that new thing to come.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
What about you? Because I know you're in a transition too.
I am. I am in hurry up and wait mode.
Yes. Oof. God, that's so painful.
It's very painful. Um, and I don't know. It's hard to it's hard to move forward without stepping into a past footprint and not allow yourself to get sucked backward.
Yes.
You know, we had mentioned that earlier.
Hmm.
But sometimes the footprint is so close.
Yeah.
You know, if you're walking through the snow, right, and you don't want to ruin the snow, so you walk in that other person's
Yes.
footprint. Sometimes you have to. You've got to make that new print. You've got to make
Yes.
your own stamp in the snow. And sometimes that new print isn't very far away and it can be really easy to just
Yeah.
slip.
And sometimes it's our own footprint.
Yes.
And we just go back to old ways, which is part of this that I'm in right now is old behavior,
Mm-hmm.
that impatience, wanting it now. I want more.
Yeah. More,
Yeah, more.
more new, more thorough.
And there is a I feel like what I've come here to do isn't here yet. I do. I feel like
Sure.
it just hasn't, and I've done a lot. I've done this, I've done energy work for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I love all of it. I love all the clients I've had, the students. the opportunities, the channel, the YouTube channel, like, and we were doing this long before the YouTubes came along. Um, and but I still feel like I haven't got there yet. I haven't got to that that place.
Mm-hmm.
And so then guilt comes from that too, though, because then I start feeling guilty. It's like, well, shouldn't I be appreciative of what I have, what I've been through, all the my experiences, the knowledge that I have,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I am. I'm just ready for more. I feel like there's something that's I haven't reached it yet.
Yeah. There's there's like an element of something's missing,
Yes.
and correct me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
If you allow yourself that appreciation that you just spoke of
Hmm.
where you've been, your experiences, your knowledge, it's almost like you're putting the lid on it.
Yes.
If I appreciate all of this,
Yes. Oh my God,
I'm
yes. Then it
settling.
stops. Yes. Settling. Perfect word. Settling.
But that's not accurate. It's not accurate.
No.
There's I mean, sure, energetically you could do that and you could put the lid on. However, what I'm getting is when we appreciate where we've been and where we are with that expanded knowledge of receiving more,
Hmm.
that lid doesn't come down.
So is I wonder if this is part of it. Is asking for more means I'm being greedy. Asking for more because I deserve it is selfish. And who the hell are you to think that you could have more? You know what I mean? I hear like,
So the adopted thinking
yes,
is ruling the roost.
yes,
The
yes,
roost.
because I do deserve. I've worked really hard over the past 30 years to be where I am today, to have the knowledge that I have today,
Yes.
to have
Yes.
all my gifts and um in my opinion, this could sound really well, it's going to sound however it is. Personally, I think you're pretty, you meaning whoever, hard pressed to find someone who knows more about the paranormal realms than me. Are there people who know more and I could share with and talk to? Sure. But actually getting in and doing that work, I think I'm pretty well on the top of that heap. And that might sound egotistical or something, but I don't think so. I mean, I've worked really hard
You have.
to get here,
You have. Yeah.
and I'm really good at it.
You are very good at it.
And that's really hard to say and say out loud in front of the people listening.
Yeah.
So to not feel, and I am grateful for all that. I mean, I always tell spirit how grateful I am. Yet, even saying that, that adopted thinking, there, who the hell do you think you? There's always someone better. There's always someone better, is what I hear in my head. And
So,
right, and
and,
that's
and,
that's one. And is one of those things that that spirit says to us
yeah.
very often. Well,
Yeah.
and the and
And what do you mean and what?
yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes,
Exactly. Um, and so what if there's two people better?
yeah. It doesn't take anything away from me.
Absolutely nothing.
No,
Um, and if you're the best,
yeah.
uh, but that being able to allow yourself that appreciation of where you've been and where you are and what your gifts are, and holy crap, what gifts are still out there to be given to you.
Yes, that's that piece. And I know that I can feel there's something there waiting. And I just haven't, something's not lining up quite yet for me to
Mm-hmm.
receive it.
Yeah.
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 And I know, and this is very helpful to me, I know that you are coming right up behind me doing what I did. I mean, I could still still do it, but you're coming up right behind me. You've been gifted those beautiful gifts and are the ones working with those really nasty entities. Yes, whom
Yeah.
you never wanted to work
Came,
with
came
before.
face to face with one this morning.
Ooh, do you want to talk about that at all?
Um, it was
Because you had a clearing.
had
You
a
and
clearing
Megan
this
had a
morning.
clearing.
Yeah. It was not on the channel. So don't, I know this is a different channel, but
Yes.
it will not be on our channel. Um, but it was a pretty nasty entity.
Mm-hmm.
And what was really interesting was not only my non-fear,
Mm-hmm.
but was this entity's non-aggression.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I have something to say about that.
yeah, it was almost like he, in his capacity, my presence meant
Oh,
nothing. It meant absolutely nothing.
no, I'm going to push back on that. That is
Okay.
not what that is.
Okay.
That is respect for what you do. That is
Ooh.
respect for what you see.
Ooh.
Yes. No, because I remember sort of that switch when it happened when I stopped being afraid. The entities, and you can call them demons, you can call them whatever the hell you want to call them, really low vibrational entities. Um, there is a line of respect through there that they have for you. They know who's coming, they know who's standing right in front of them. They know they can't intimidate you. They know it. I mean, you've been with me when entities have said some pretty trying to get to me,
Yes.
and there's
Yes.
no reaction on my part. I'm the
Yes.
one that's bored. I'm
Right.
so it's the other way around. Like, yo, ooh, whatever, dude. Come on. You know how many
Yeah.
times I've heard an entity wants to do some nasty sexual things to me? Wah wah. You know, whatever. You know how many times I've had an entity talk to me in my dad's voice and try to tell me things, or my mother, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um, there is absolutely, and I am so happy for you. I
Thank you.
really am. I
Thank
really,
you.
that is such a beautiful place to be when you can walk into the room and the bad guy looks at you and gives you respect. Yeah.
As soon as you said it, I got
Yeah.
chills, and there is that feeling of truth.
Yes, absolutely.
Truth chills.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did not even consider that that's
No.
what that was.
Yep. And that's exactly what
Yeah.
that.
Um, he got removed.
Yes.
He is no longer in that home,
Nope.
and the energy that he left um was so awful,
Yeah.
just awful.
Well, they
So,
know how to spew it around.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and he did.
Yeah.
So this family will have, probably a week of adjusting to a new
Sure.
a new way of life.
because I'm sure
Yeah.
he had quite the hold on them. And however, that can be so many different ways
Yeah, it's so many different.
with an
Yeah.
entity. But yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes. And I'm not even,
yeah.
I'm very, I'm very proud of you and Nathan. And Nathan has stepped up. Nathan is learning the ropes now.
Mhm.
Nathan is the old Mari-Lyn. The old Mari-Lyn. That didn't sound right.
I am still the old, I am still the old person.
Yes.
I am the old person of the group.
Yes. And I have to say, it does make me feel very supported that you allowed yourself to step in because you kind of went in kicking and screaming until one day you went, I'm going to stop kicking and screaming. This is
Yeah,
what I'm meant to do. And it does make me feel good that you're there taking up that piece of it because we do come in contact with those ugly, nasty things through TCS all the time.
we do.
Yeah.
We do.
So
And
why am
there's no
I
room for them. There's just no room for them in the
just no
inn.
room? So why am I over here just bitching and complaining about, oh, God damn. Yeah. Um, so pretty much that was spirit letting me know everything that I have. And I need to
Mm,
stop whining about because what's coming is coming. I can't
mhm.
make it come any sooner than it's going to be here. I can't do anything more that I'm not already doing. Like there's no way to speed that up.
No, we
And
can't walk over to the Ferris wheel and go make it go
yep,
faster.
nope, nope, there's nothing. But it's hard and it's and I do trust. That's part of it too, is the trust when I'm in that energy, when I'm working, when with a client, with a student, I'm in a clearing, I'm facing down some witch or whatever it is. I have absolute trust. You
Right.
cannot get me to stop trusting. There's no wavering there.
Zero wavering.
But you take me out of that and
And I'm going to say, at the level that we work at, there is no room to waver.
no, no,
We cannot.
no.
We just can't.
Mm-mm. And do we still get duped once in a while or something? Sure. Um,
Sure, we're human.
I will say it's been a very long time, however, that we've been duped to the point of they got away. That's been a really long time.
Holy crap, that's been a long
Right?
time.
It has, yes. So our version of being having our ass kicked now is different. Like it's yeah, yes. So we call getting our ass kicked when we get duped.
Yeah.
That it's never a physical thing. We don't get like it's not like a physical beat up or something like that.
Right.
That's
It's not like they take us by an arm and fling us across
yeah,
the room or
no.
beat us against the wall.
No,
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 no.
not
It's
even.
getting tricked,
Yes, yeah.
getting
To me,
duped.
that's or to you too, both of us. That's what
Yeah.
getting your ass kicked means.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting stuck in marble.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I'd like to hear from all of you. I really would. Your experience or your um just being in this transition and how hard that is. And of course, I'd love to hear that other people are suffering right along with me, that they're struggling the same way. It's hard. It's hard waiting for that next thing to come
Yes.
and having the patience to do that. I think you have more patience in that area than I do. And it's still hard.
My patience has been well earned.
Mm.
It took me a very long time to learn
I
patience.
don't have that time.
Um,
I don't want that time.
well,
No, I hear you.
when you are my age, you will have more patience than you have now.
So a
I
few
can
years. So I have to wait a
guarantee
couple years.
I can guarantee you that. Um, once upon a time I had zero patience. My my knee-jerk reactions were instant. Then I was drunk, so nothing was reliable. Right? You get it. Nothing about me was reliable, and the patience was
Yeah.
zero.
Zero. Yes.
I got sober and I started taking care of my great niece.
Mm. Yes.
And I'm interacting with her, and my husband is sitting across the room. And he says to me later on that evening, I looked at you interacting with Madison, and I thought, who is that woman?
Because you were so patient.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said, I could not believe
Mhm.
how you were talking to her, interacting with her, teaching her. He said, I was blown away. And that was a catalyst right there for me to start working on patience.
What just came to me, first of all, if you can do it, then I can do it too. Darn it. Right? But um I'm typically the impatient one, as we just talked about.
Mhm.
You are patient to the point where spirit is like, are you
Yes.
fucking kidding me? I've been, how long do I have to hold this before I can give it to you? Would you take this? It's
You've
just,
taken it a little to the
you
extreme.
you have, yes,
Um, yeah.
yes,
And now I get to work on finding some temperance in that,
yes.
allowing a little bit of impatience to come in. And what
And
am I going to do about it?
impatient or impatience and excitement, I know, can be
Mhm.
very close in vibration.
Yes.
Can be very close because there are times when I'm like, okay, am I being impatient or am I just excited?
Mhm.
This is impatience. There's no, but there are times when I see it as impatience because that's the programming, that's the adopted thinking.
Right.
But really, you'll say, "Are you sure you're not just excited?" And I'm like, "Oh,
We have had that
oh,
conversation. Yeah.
yeah, maybe I am."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then for you, it's, would you step in? It's sitting there waiting for you.
That door has been open.
Yep. Just sort of like the welcome sign is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
and then I'm wondering if there is an alignment, an attunement, an upgrade, uh, some sort of adjustment that could help me with. I don't necessarily think it's with actual patience itself, and maybe it is, but just that something to give me a clearer, more stable vibration while waiting.
This is a little embarrassing.
Okay. We like that.
Probably only to me. Um, there is an attunement for everything.
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 Yeah.
Absolutely everything.
Yes.
And I just don't think about them very often.
Right. Yeah. I do, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I give so many of them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
We might have to check that out.
so yeah, okay. So I was just shown a list of attunement, 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 attunement. So all of my students out there that you're watching, yeah, you're getting an attunement.
Yes, you are. She's just not saying yes. Yes.
No, I'm not going to call
Absolutely.
you out by name, but
Yeah.
yeah, there are attunements. Attunements,
Let's talk about that because the people might be saying,
yeah.
what the hell's an attunement? attunement, alignment, upgrade, ignition. Like there's so up.
There's so many different words, and some of them cross over,
Yes.
but not always.
Right.
But like tuning a guitar,
Mm-hmm.
tuning a piano,
Mm-hmm.
um,
An old radio. If those of you who are older and know those old radios where you had to like use the tuner,
yep,
yes,
yeah, where you gotta
because it
you're just off and it's all
yes, and then it comes into focus or
yeah, and then
yeah.
it's crystal clear.
Mm-hmm. That's an
Yeah,
energy attunement.
that is an attunement.
So there is so years ago when I first started as a healer, I think everyone else on the planet, except for the people that I give attunements to. So I guess it's not everyone, but when you go to Reiki because that's what everyone knows. That's what everyone thinks of energy healing is the Reiki system. Reiki just means energy, but the Reiki
Right.
system, and there's several different types of Reiki systems out there. They give you, oh my God, they act like they're just these they're some super top secret thing. And I remember thinking, why are you acting like this is so top when I got my, because you get, depending on the system, there's 3 or 4 attunements to be like a Reiki master, right? And I remember thinking, why are you acting like this is so top secret? Like really? And they have like these symbols, and you can't share these with anyone. No one can know. It's like, what are you even? I remember thinking it was stupid at the time, and then people started asking me. They wanted to learn Reiki from me, or energy healing. By this
Okay.
time, I had already moved into a different style, the closer to what I do now, and I would do the first 2 and I would go through, but I wouldn't do the master one because that's what we find. It's just a shit show. No one needs to get that master attunement. It is, and I'm sorry for those of you out there who've had it. I had it too. That's how I know it's stupid. And then Fred was just like, just ask me. Let me help you. I'll give them to them in stages and they'll get exactly what they need. So one of the things with Reiki attunements is there's a lineage to each of it. So I'm a Reiki master in fire, whatever it's called, fire Reiki something, I don't know. And so I can draw from the lineage of all the other masters that came before me. And I take all of that and I dump it on you and I attune you to be
Okay.
the next.
What?
Yeah. I don't want it.
What?
But what the person's getting is a bunch of shit they don't need. They're really getting a bunch of shit they don't need. There's some things in there that are nice, but a bunch of crap you don't need. You get other people's wounding, you get other people's blocks, you get other people's. Everyone is so different. Like, how could you and I possibly get the exact same attunement? It's silly. So, yeah, anyway. And then when he started saying, no, and then I learned there's an attunement for everything. Everything. And we've learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I need all of that to say. Maybe I need one
Maybe you need an
forever.
attunement.
Alignment, aligning with my goals, aligning with where I'm meant to go. That
Yeah.
can be very helpful. Yeah.
And
So
alignments, we get out
are
of
your
alignment.
specialties, I might add. True, you do. I mean, your alignments are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Um, we can get out of energetic alignment,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
like that.
Yes.
I swear I could get an alignment every day and
Oh,
twice a day or
they're amazing. Yes.
but there is such a thing as too much.
There is.
You know,
And you just don't need all of them.
no.
No. And there's nothing like getting an alignment, attunement, an ignition, or whatever you want to call it. They're all a little bit different, but pretty much they're this beautiful, you get a higher, your body adjusts to a higher vibration, is able to hold a different vibration than you currently hold.
Mm-hmm.
Getting one when you're really ready for one, oh, that's amazing. So good.
Yeah, because just you just get them to
Yes.
just get them.
Yeah.
It's almost like it takes on a surface level,
Yeah.
but when you're really ready,
Yes.
it permeates all the way through,
Oh,
all the way through all of those pieces and parts.
yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty awesome. I still think Nathan, and Nathan, if you're watching, hey, hi. He is a Reiki master. And when he started with us, he saw us on YouTube, of course, and thought, oh, I really want to, there's something about these ladies. Well, we know now he's meant to be. My dad led him to us. But the attunement that I gave him, so we get rid of some of the stuff you're hanging on to. So some of the attunements that you're getting, it'll stay there. So what I do is, and Mari-Lyn does this too, you get rid of what you don't need to be holding on to. Just it's here for no reason. It's like someone just plugged you in, and get rid of all that, and then give you what spirit says that you need. I've never, Nathan was glowing. I swear the entire room that he was sitting in lit up. He lit up,
I
and
believe it.
there was this, he was like, you could see him vibrationally just shaking. It was so amazing. So amazing. Yeah. I'd love to have him talk about that. I don't know if we ever really, I mean, he did say it was amazing and all of that, because it was, but I've never heard him since then talk about it. So I'm going to write that down. I want to hear
Yeah,
Nathan talk about
that
the
would be good to hear about.
because it was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. Yeah. Whew, we never introduced ourselves for anyone new out there, by the way.
No, we didn't.
I'm Pam.
I'm Mari-Lyn.
Hey, we're TCS. Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. And we're almost done, I think. And we finally,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Now, if that was thought provoking for you, and you're like, "Oh my God, I need an alignment. I need an
Yes.
attunement." Check out the website, tcseverydayspsychics.com.
We still don't have, it's been under construction for a while. We're still, part of it is that Mari-Lyn, and there's some things that we're still here as teachers. We're still here as healers. We still give healings. We still, there's the basic things that we do and we will always do, and those are there.
Mm-hmm.
But we are in a transition, moving into new things. So we don't quite have the verbiage yet to say this is what we're offering now, because it hasn't quite come.
Right.
Still do the paranormal stuff if you need your home cleared, if you need something witchy taken care of. We're
Mm-hmm.
not witches. We
No.
we counter the spells, curses, whatevers, all of those things.
Right.
Those magic practitioners. It's not just magic practitioners. The harm they do, we come in and unharm it. If that makes
Yes.
sense.
We we perpetuate healing.
Yes, always.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I started the actual, we've done this for a long time, but the actual business itself, it started out by myself. I started the Community Spirit. I think I had that for 2 years, I think. And then I met you. I think that's how it worked. A year? Maybe it's just a year. I think it was just a year. And then I met you. And then a year later, we changed it from the Community Spirit to the Conscious
To the
Spirit,
conscious
because
spirit.
we wanted to have something. I wanted to, it's like, this is my partner. I wanted her to be, I wanted to have a name that fit you and I. And it was still TCS,
Still TCS. Mm-hmm.
which is
Mm-hmm.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then someone on YouTube had the conscious spirit. They
Yes.
didn't do anything with it, so we couldn't take that name. And so then one day it was like, well, you know what? We're everyday psychics. And that's what it became.
That's how it came about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah.
anyway, yes,
It's been a journey.
it's been a journey. It's been a lovely journey.
There's been many destinations along the journey.
Like, yes. And
No idea what the next one is.
I want to trust that the next one is coming. It's there for me. It's just not time yet. And you can't have it before your time. You cannot force it to happen.
No.
No, that's when bad stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to say this to everyone out there, I don't think it's someone listening, but it's a friend or something. Someone has learned about witchcraft. They either do witchcraft, whether it's green, white, blue, whatever, that makes no, never mind. If it's in that sort of pagan or anything like that, someone wants out, it's not fulfilling them. They want out. I would really strongly suggest that you send them to TCS. Just send an
Yeah.
email saying, I want to learn something new. I want to be, because none of that magic, they will tell you that it's working with higher vibration, but it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Even the white stuff is supposed to be like, but yeah. So if anyone needs help with that, you have a friend. I'm getting a friend. I'm getting someone, know someone, and that person is perpetually like unhappy, trying to make something happen with the candles and the spells, and it's
It's just not working.
just not working. Yes. I would love to help them.
Absolutely.
DCSeveryDayPsychics.com.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Does this feel like a place to?
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone,
All
for tuning
right.
in and just listening to me bitch today. I appreciate it. And if y'all want to give me comments over my bitching, I would, be kind. I
Please
expect
be kind.
I expect
Yes.
kindness, but suggestions, advice, camaraderie. I like the camaraderie. That yeah, you're going through something right now too, and it's hard to.
It's very hard to find balance when you're doing something new or waiting for something new.
Yes.
That hurry up and wait. Oh man, it
Oh,
sucks.
yes. Like when
Yeah.
you're in the car and you're going down the street and there's someone behind you and they're impatient and they whip around you and then you meet them at the light.
Right. And there you are, both sitting at the light.
At the light. Yep. You haven't gone anywhere. And that's kind of where I feel like I'm that impatient car that just is getting around and yeah.
Sure.
And then I'm sitting at the light. Here everyone comes that we're still in the same place. All right, everyone.
All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Yes, please.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.